welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. What's up, everybody?
What's up, bitches?
Yeah, here we go. Friday. Made it.
Yeah. Be out this weekend shaking my pink orchid.
Okay.
Wow, does Panda know about that, or is he involved with that? You better let
He might shake it himself.
the little boy know.
Yeah.
He's been sniffing around. He's trying to
Yes.
shake it.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah, and then he started feeling under the weather a little bit yesterday, so I was like, get away from me.
Uh-oh. All right.
So Virginia kept on saying all morning that pink tulip is another name for vagina.
Pink tulip?
Is that what it was? No, what was the Wheel of Fortune thing?
I just said it. Pink orchid.
Sorry, I made a mistake. Have my fucking head back.
No.
Yeah. Did you know that? Have you heard that before?
A pink orchid?
For vagina?
No.
Think about the orchid and what it looks
Yeah, I
like.
can see it. Yeah.
It looks like a vagina.
Yeah, I can see it. I don't know that I've heard it, but I mean, you can say about anything. If you just kind of do that, know what I mean?
Pink
You know what I mean?
taco.
Drinking a cup of pink lemonade, if you know what I mean. Like, all right, you're right. If you say if you know what I mean, everything sounds like
Makes
you're talking
everything,
about.
yeah, gives it a dirty air. Yeah, so a couple of fun parties going on, I know, tonight. And then you've got the Pro Bowl on Sunday. Looks like it's going to be a wet day, though, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of weather Orlando gets, because it looks like a big, huge line of storms coming through, bringing in a cold front for Monday. So,
Brr. Wet
Yeah.
and cold.
yeah, so
Opposite
Orlando
of-
might be a mess.
The pink orchid.
Yeah. We like that thing
Yeah.
drier and hotter.
No, we want it wetter. We just want it warmer.
I don't want it too wet. Not like a downpour.
Yeah. Not only is it the Pro Bowl weekend, but it's also apparently All-Star weekend for hockey. I don't know what I saw, but I thought I saw the Panthers had a game tomorrow night against the Avalanche, but they do not. Thank you, Fred, for the correction. So I'll take that off the schedule. So no hockey at home. Heat are home Sunday against the Clippers, I think. Let me see other stuff here that we got. Several emails came in. People seem to be enjoying the new version of Headphone karaoke. Anamik said, I can't stop laughing. First off, Kevin, I don't know who hurt you, but we are all here for you. So brave and so good. Secondly, Bird's face during his performance was the funniest shit I've seen in a while. One of my favorite moments that will be in the memory bank for years to come. And there you go. So Bird was definitely not feeling it. And even Virginia, apparently that first note kind of threw everybody a little bit.
It was sour,
Yeah, it was.
but
Very sour.
it is on our Insta story right now. If you missed it, you can see that. You can see the man and you can hear the note.
I had a very good belly laugh during that. Plus, the thing that made me laugh was how Kevin ended the song abruptly and then just kind of looked at everybody.
It was so confusing.
You looked confused, ashamed, and scared.
Well, you don't know really where it's going to hit. And so it just hit
you
a weird
knew.
spot, and I wasn't ready, and I knew it, and I felt it, and I couldn't find my groove or the note. And then as I thought, like, you know what? Okay, now I'm going to turn on. It ended. And I was like, no, I needed my moment for redemption. I felt like I was kind of starting to get it on the back end. The front, I just ruined it.
You were short on time, but
Yeah.
that might have been a good thing.
Yeah, that was rough. It probably was a good thing. And Michael has a point here. Yesterday, we were talking about the rising costs of delivery. We had people that were getting a hold of us and letting us know what the menu item cost at the store and then how much they pay by the time they had a delivery charge and a tip to the driver. And Michael said, you know, one thing to realize is the menu price on the app is also higher than if you were just to pick it up Like driving yourself to Taco Bell, for instance, you get that for $5. That same Taco Bell taco is going to be $6.50 on the app. So they actually jack the price up of the menu item before you even start.
Is that real?
Yes, I've noticed. It depends on your menus, but sometimes you'll look at a burger or something you normally know the price of, and you go,
wow,
it is not $8 normally.
I had no idea.
There was one place
crazy.
They were trying to sell a sub, like a regular sub. It was at I forget. It was like at a Jersey Mike's or one of those type of for $18. Go fuck yourself. Get out of $18 for a sub.
Fuck yourself with that sub.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whoa,
crazy.
The nerve.
Yeah.
That is insane. I never even thought about that.
Yeah,
It just blew my mind.
It happens with the items that when you do the Instacart as well.
I figured the menu was the menu. The prices are the prices. But wow.
Anna said it's usually $1.25 to $2.50 more per item.
Anna's not lying.
Wow.
Damn.
And Instacart does it too, man. You'll buy razors for $7, and you'll on Instacart they'll be selling them for $10.99.
Damn.
Oh yeah, they get you.
Also, we had received an email from this upset mom. Her 16-year-old son got a massage from his friend's mom, who's in massage therapist school, and she needs to work on people. The mom was upset that she wasn't asked ahead of time. She doesn't like that there was a grown woman that was massaging her son, and just thought that there were too many boundaries that could be breached, and she didn't know what was going on and just didn't like it. And honestly, it might have been too that maybe she has previous feelings about this woman as well.
True. Because sometimes your mom radar can give you a little, like, the hairs stand up on the back of your neck when you meet somebody and you're like, this person is dangerous for my kid.
Mm-hmm. Well, some of the comments that we got text to us during that segment that we didn't get to, one text said, I'm a little put off. If you stop condemning the profession as sexual and know how difficult the license studies are, you would understand better. She went wrong by not getting permission from the mom. Training includes desexualizing the treatment by inflicting more pain if there is a normal bodily reaction to touch.
But the problem is the kid was 16, though.
Mm-hmm. Another text said, so what happens when this woman continues preying on young people? Because my comment was, I would say something to my son. I would not go to the woman and cause any kind of stink. I'd just say, I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not there to supervise. Let's not do that. You know.
I'm about keeping my own house in order. I can't clean everybody else's house.
And honestly, again, I just don't think people should. I mean, I don't have kids, and I know that you shouldn't be fucking practicing.
Until my son's 18, I'm responsible for him. I would take him to Stretch Zone, and he would be on the table right next to me in one big open room, and I saw everything that was going on. And yeah, he had guys and girls that were stretching him and had their hands on him, and I understand that. I had no problem, but I was there to supervise and see what was going on. When he's not 8 until he gets to be 18, I just want to be there to supervise.
The other thing too is, not everything is sexual and has these, terrible. She might not be a monster. Some people are just socially ignorant on shit sometimes, and they have the worst judgment in doing shit.
I would almost be so sure that nothing bad was going on, and 98% of the time, you're absolutely correct.
In the case where my mom got mad, and I was a little bit older, I can't remember exactly how old I was. I might have just been 18, and I think I was still in high school, and my buddy's mom was trying to become the same pretty much kind of a thing, and I know for a fact it wasn't sexual. She didn't want to bang me. She was really trying to get hours, and she had nobody. She was having a tough time finding people to work on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My mom lost her mind, though, because she thought it was
inappropriate.
Inappropriate, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have to respect what a mom thinks, because your mom's job is to protect you. And if mama ain't comfortable, she's just doing her job.
Yeah. Brady had said, no, LOL, she's a pedo. Every guy knows the struggle of being a teenage boy and getting hard for no reason at all. But on top of that, a woman massaging you? Are you kidding me? She knows how hypersexual most teenage boys are. If a grown man gave my 16-year-old daughter a massage, there would be problems involving the police and no promises of nonviolence. Women don't get a pass. There's no difference for the exception.
Yeah, look, I was seeing the comments too. There were some massage therapists saying, look, people think it's sexual. It's not sexual, blah, blah, blah. Just like that email had said.
This one text we got said, yeah, massage therapist here. This mom would have already failed. The client is underage and should have had a parental consent. So she did not handle it right. And I am sure, look, that massage therapists have a lot of guidelines, and they are trying to desexualize the industry, because I get it. Massages are amazing and are a fantastic thing, but there are rules and guidelines that, as a professional, you have to abide by. And that seems like a very sensible rule, that nobody under the age of 18 gets a massage without proper parental consent. So I get it. That probably is a guideline.
That probably is. And so, like, her own occupation would tell her, don't do that.
Yeah, she fucked up. She's clearly in the wrong.
We were talking about Denny's deodorant that he's wearing. It smells like sugar cookies. Even with pit stains, it smells delicious. I found out it was the Native line, and Ashley said the Native line is at Target, and they have a whole collection right now that smells like the different Girl Scout cookies. Shampoo, body wash, lotion, and deodorant smells delicious. If you are a grown man that would like to smell like a Girl Scout.
I have all kinds of people in my personal life sending me pictures of them holding this Native brand. I guess we're late to the party.
Maybe. I got a text that came in from the 954. It says, I tried that sugar cookie deodorant, made my underarms itch for days. Do not recommend.
Well, but that is a thing. Yes, there are certain deodorants I cannot wear. I'm allergic to them. Anything that's the gel kind of sticky stuff, I have to do powder. When I was younger, I would get terrible rashes, and it was awful.
Yeah, sensitivity's a thing.
And it might just be because your chemistry with what I'm sure whatever they're putting in there is terrible for you.
Oh, dead by Easter.
Oh, it's all powder keg.
I got an email here from someone anonymous. They said you were talking about Publix and the subs and maybe the quality dipping a bit. She said, for the record, Publix corporate has changed so much in the last year. The managers are given a set number of hours to complete the job, and the hours given to complete the job are never enough. And by the time Friday comes, every department is short of employees, because if you stay late during the week, you have to go home early to take off the overtime. This is the reason you're not getting the premier service Publix was built on. Now let's jump over to the deli substation. I have seen the lettuce brown and the tomatoes come pre-sliced and don't seem to be as good as they used to be. Now the biggest change is the Publix brand sub meat. It comes pre-sliced and it tastes terrible. In my opinion, it is not Publix quality. Always order Boar's Head cold cuts. They are still sliced at store level. You're right saying pub subs are not what they used to be, and that Publix customer service is not the same either. Write a letter to Publix corporate. I don't know if it would help, but you never know. People just don't want to work these days. Everybody wants to get paid top dollar for a poor work ethic.
That's a good email.
Yeah, I do hear that. So many people are struggling with the work ethic issues that you talk about, and I do sympathize with a lot of these businesses because they do have a standard. They want to maintain quality, and I've heard countless stories of people saying we are really struggling to find anybody quality to hire, and it's affecting overall our business. Keep in mind, I mean, honestly, if you have a good business, there's a lot of people that you got to thank and prop up because they're making your business great. If you don't have the quality people that are there, then sorry, it's going to affect your business. Listen, this email, somebody wants a little advice. He said, I'm an assistant director at a fine art studio, and I've recently learned that 2 of my employees are coming to work before I do. They're turning the alarm off, they're clocking in, they're turning their alarm back on, and then they're leaving. So what is happening is one of them has clocked in, and on the card, it shows that they've worked 2.5 hours before they even show up.
Wow, that's stealing.
The other did 45 minutes.
That's like fireable offense right there.
Yes.
Like,
I mean, that is stealing. That you're taking money for free. You are stealing from them. They want to know if they need to involve the owner, or do I handle it on my own? Do I correct their hours and make them work the hours they thought they got?
No, you pull them into a meeting and you say, hey, busted. what are you doing? What are we going to do from here? Do you want me to go tell the owners what you've been up to, or are you going to stop this immediately? And then you still have to tell the owners, probably.
But when you meet with them, do you go immediately to the owners, or do you just let them know? Because I do think she's right. You got to correct the hours and say, sorry, that's coming off.
Yeah.
How I would handle it, I would sit them, I'd call them in the meeting. I would let them know their charges, and I would also probably go ahead and let the owner know, because you have to cover your ass as well.
True,
Of course.
You can't show you're not telling the owner a major problem is happening.
Yeah.
That's how you get fired.
I don't think I would want those people working for the company.
No, they're gone. They're fucking fired.
Yeah.
Now, one comment in the chat room said, just change the time card and let them keep wasting their time. And they wanted to know that if I should just change, and then when they wonder why they weren't paid the 40 hours, them come back to me. But I don't think that's the proper way. I think if you're managing anybody, look, being direct, forward, upfront, honest, letting everybody know it needs to know, you start to dabble with problems, and then you're doing something that's not completely on the up and up. Just be forward with them. Be like, I know what you did. You can't do it.
Everything's
You have to
digital.
work the
Everything.
hours.
There's a trace on everything now.
Amen.
And if you're gonna try to fucking cover up for two people who are stealing, nah,
They're not worth it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Some other emails that we got here. If you are looking for some quality food, Angie said, my husband and I have been doing the keto, but every once in a while we find something that just looks awesome. And these cheese puffs are so good. It'll be about 2 pounds heavier, or I'll be about 2 pounds heavier, but it's okay because you only live once. And sometimes you just got to have good junk food. My kids and I listen every day to school. Well, I do. They're on their phones constantly. But it is called the Cheese Curls Jalapeno Popper, naturally and artificially flavored cheese curls.
Are those from Racetrack?
Yeah, they're the Racetrack
Yeah.
brand. Yeah, that got kind of cut off at the top of the
I
Racetrack
know the
brand.
brand. I've seen it, and it's actually a very solid brand of no-name chip.
just
Oh, really?
not my
Okay.
kind of flavor. I don't do that jalapeno shit.
I'm very familiar with the Racetrack snacks. I'm always up in there.
I got that.
Yeah.
I got that bitch ass tongue.
Yeah, the people that don't like those jalapeno poppers, the same kind of guy that's going to cry to Billy Joel song.
I'm a pussy.
I mean, you are just stacking up bitch on bitch segments today.
What can I say? I'm a little bitch.
Something else to rave about. Jose said, this might be the best concert lineup I have ever seen. It is May 4th in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is called Lovers and Friends is the name of it. Let me just start naming off who is going to be at this concert.
I've heard of this show before. They've done this before, I think.
You've got Usher, Snoop Dogg, Alicia Keys, Mary J. Blige, Ja Rule, Ashanti, T-Pain, Janet Jackson, Lil Wayne, Nas, Ludacris, Nelly, Akon, Neo, Timbaland, Backstreet Boys, Gwen Stefani, Nelly Furtado, Ciara, TLC, MIA, Brandy Monica, Eve, Kelly Rowland, Craig David, Sean Paul, Jodeci, Jason Derulo, Robin Thicke, 98 Degrees,
I mean, what is this thing, a week long?
Rick Ross, Fat Joe, Mace, E40, SWV, Escape. I mean, what the?
I've heard
Khalees?
of this show.
That's unbelievable.
What kind of budget do they have for
Terry
talent?
Hilson, Lupe Fiasco, Cameron, Too Short, Twista. I mean, what the heck, man?
You got to get Monica and Brandy together to sing "The Boy Is Mine."
Oh, no doubt.
You have to. That has
Right.
to happen.
How much is a ticket?
I don't know anything about this. This is the first I've heard of this show. That's I mean, you're talking 35 to 40 artists that are solid. Even a Lumity that has one hit, you know? That's crazy. It's in Las Vegas. People are asking again, that's on May 4th. Honestly, Las Vegas, the thing that's becoming amazing about them is it is becoming the concert mecca with so many people doing those residencies. Like right now, we actually were looking to go to the Killers. They're going to be playing Hot Fuss. My older son, Colin, he grew up listening to me, listening to the Killers, and so he's a big Killers fan, and we were going to go watch that. It's all sold out.
Lovers and Friends is sold out.
That's
2024
unbelievable.
tickets are sold out. You can sign up for the wait list.
I mean,
That's crazy.
If you can't sell that show out, then what the fuck's going on? And that's the most.
General admission started at $325 a ticket.
And that's the worst seat in the house.
That's the worst seat in the house.
Wow.
Then you've got most tickets going for $595. VIP starts at $695, which is not that bad
And how long
for
does-
VIP.
How long does it go for? Is it a weekend?
A month.
Yeah, is it a
You'd
week?
think you need to.
And if that's the case, do you just do 3 or 4 songs
It
as
says
the artist?
one day, Saturday, May 4th.
So yeah, you'd have to do.
It would have to be, yeah,
2
like
songs.
Lumity, you get your 3 minutes. And
Is there
here's
one
$300.
stage? Oh, this is
Well, the thing that's
crazy.
amazing about with Vegas, and I think what's working for them, they've got so many hotel rooms. You know, in these casinos, they could comp the rooms. So that's a big expenditure. Whenever you're doing a concert, I know just seeing some of the things that you have to do. You got transportation, you got hotel. That right there is a huge nut, even before you pay for what it costs to get them on the stage and do a performance. So when you're Vegas, they probably have airline comp. They probably have the hotel is comp food they'd be able to do. So that cuts a lot of that out. So I guess it does kind of make sense.
I like this comment from Josie C in the chat room. Maybe if y'all stopped focusing on Taylor and report on other shit, you would know about it.
What?
If we stopped reporting on Taylor Swift, we'd know about this concert.
I've heard of this concert. I knew about this concert. So shut the fuck up. We can report on everything. Isn't that what you're supposed to do when you're like on a music radio station? Talk about everything?
I think Josie said we talk so much about Taylor Swift. If we didn't talk so much about Taylor Swift, we'd know other shit. I think that's the diss.
Oh, burn.
Burn.
You got me.
Sizzle.
Still, I repeat, shut the fuck up.
Both of you. Y'all got me in stitches.
If you thought that No Doubt was going to be touring after Coachella, don't get excited because they're apparently not. It's a one-off. And I saw that Coachella has their worst ticket sales they've had in 10 years.
Really?
Yeah. It's not selling well. I don't know if it's the lineup or what's going on.
Yeah,
or people
what's
are just
their
sick of driving
lineup?
into the desert or whatever the hell's going on.
Some things run its course, too. That happens, you know?
Maybe.
Lovers and Friends is new, relatively. It's not the
Right.
first year, but Coachella is old.
Yeah.
I didn't know about it. I'm over here fucking talking about Taylor Swift.
And did you see that Universal Music did pull their artists from TikTok yesterday?
I didn't, but is the world still going around?
That's what I want to know. I wasn't really on TikTok yesterday, so the only thing I was doing was posting up the guy who stands on Southern with the "Eat Ass" coat on. That's the only thing I saw yesterday.
Eat ass.
Apparently this dude, everybody knows this guy. It's kind of crazy. This is his thing. You know how you always have somebody that stands in traffic
Yes.
and you kind of see them? Caitlin, she was going to work yesterday and she was going over Southern in West Palm Beach. And there's this guy and it says, "I eat ass, yo como culo." So he says it in English and Spanish, "I eat ass." And he just stands there. And I was reading some of the comments from the video that was posted up there, and people are like, "Oh, I see him all the time. He's always there." And he has all different colors. And they said, "Yeah, I saw him. He drives like a Cadillac. And for whatever reason, he goes and parks it right on the other side of the bridge. And he goes up on the bridge and just stands in traffic in his 'I eat ass' shirt." So people are like going, "Yeah, I got my kids in the car." Like, what is he doing out there with that?
Look, the guy.
Is he panhandling?
I don't know what he's just standing there. I'm like, what is his flex? Does he sell "I eat ass" shirts?
I think the guy just loves eating ass.
Does he want everybody to just know he eats ass? Is he looking for someone's ass to eat?
I mean, I love pizza. I'm eating
yeah, it was amazing how
wearing
he'd
a
be like,
pizza
"Oh yeah, I
jacket."
see that guy all the time." I guess he just stands there right on the overpass of 95 on Southern wearing his "I eat ass" shirt, which you can see right now on YouTube.
Well, I had to break it to parents, but good luck trying to stop anything on the side of I-95. Unfortunately, your kids are going to see some fucked up shit on the side of the road. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah. People say, yeah, he just stands there and waves at people going by all day long. Huh.
I mean, he's got a good promotional team.
Yeah. Pretty solid. Just like, what is this guy doing? But apparently that's his thing. This could be interesting as well. There's a new app called Intro. It's kind of like Cameo, where you can get celebrities and athletes to leave a personalized message. But this is going to be just for musicians. And instead of getting a pre-recorded video from the artist, you actually have a live conversation with them.
Oh.
Could you imagine if like Billy Joel dropped on Intro Bird? How much would you pay to have a live conversation? Let's say they put a 5-minute time limit on it.
And he legit wants to talk to me and he's into it?
Yeah, he's trying to be a good sport with it, because he's getting paid for it. How much would you pay for that experience? 5 minutes, a live chat with Billy Joel, just you two.
I'd pay a couple $100 for that.
Okay.
I'm weird when it comes to celebrities. I almost kind of don't want to meet.
Because sometimes it ruins.
Yeah,
it's the experience. Yeah,
and I think sometimes that especially if I'm paying somebody and I know they don't really want to talk to me.
She's a hooker. You're a John.
Exactly. That's pretty much it. That's why I never.
You want it real,
I never
baby.
like going to strip clubs because you're paying people to say how awesome you are.
Yeah.
And like Virginia, I like to keep it real.
Keep it real.
He's in a mood.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that would really tickle my fancy unless it was one of those things that I really felt like you wanted to really talk to me. Then I'd pay.
The
money
only
for it.
way it would be cool is if you got somehow Billy jazzed about it too.
Yes.
And he was actually like looking forward to it.
When Wayne Dyer, the guy that he was a spiritual
Guru.
yeah, a motivational speaker, I really loved his work. They reached out to me. He reached out to me because he found out I donated my kidney to Bigfoot, whose birthday is today, who I fucking forgot to say happy birthday on the regular
The
show.
fuck?
Happy birthday, Bigfoot. I already texted him.
Bad friend.
I know. I'll give you my other kidney.
Tell him he made the afterthought. I mean, the after show.
The after, exactly.
Oh, After the Thought podcast.
Yes, but they reached out to me. They heard the story, and Wayne Dyer wanted to talk to me. So I felt comfortable doing that. I'm like, all right, this is
And that
cool.
was a really great interview.
Yes, because he wanted to be there. Billy don't want. He don't want to fucking.
Don't give up the dream. What if someday Billy does want to talk to you? Then would you do it?
Well, yeah, of course.
That would be awesome. I'm not giving up that dream.
Do you have anybody that you would pay money to where you would really be jacked to talk to for 5 minutes?
No, I don't have anybody like that.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'd pay honestly $250 to talk to Chewy, my old dog.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, those kind of things. Yeah, people that I already had a connection with.
Yeah.
It is kind of challenging. I've just found that when you really want to connect with somebody genuinely, it takes the right environment. And it's very tough. Because anything that's kind of fleeting, you're not comfortable, whatever, you're just not in your right element.
Well, the social anxiety is a real thing, and
Yeah.
some people are able to mask it pretty good, but a lot of people go through it, and they just are. They act weird in certain situations, and sometimes they can't help that. And sometimes people don't understand that because they don't have social anxiety or
Yeah.
they don't go through that. So sometimes people can act weird, and they don't mean to act weird.
The best interactions I've ever had with celebrities is when I was in a room with them and we were just chilling and it was relaxed. Anytime that we're in an interview situation or it's you're on, go. It's just, you're on stage. It's not, there's nothing real about it. So when I look at my favorite interactions with any kind of celebrity, it's always been we're in a room just kind of chilling out, having a casual conversation.
Sting was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Because he had
that
us
was that way.
He had us come sit in this like living room in his trailer, and we all sat crisscross applesauce in a little circle and just talked.
Yeah, by the way, do you know how hard of an interview that is to get? Sting.
Oh, it was amazing.
That's such a big time fucking interview.
Yeah.
We couldn't believe it. We were so excited to be in it.
I don't know if he really gives a lot of interviews, period.
No, because I think for him, a lot of people don't like that vibe. They don't like the manufactured, forced environment. They want something chill, and you're sitting with your legs, the crisscross applesauce crossed and on the floor, and just it was more of kind of like a yoga meditation conversation, and
And he was happy to be there.
He created a good environment, and that's what it's all about.
Bare Naked Ladies were cool.
They were very cool.
We played $1 Million with them in their trailer, and it was just two of the guys. This guy wasn't there, but the guy that sings like this, Ed was there.
Ed was there. Ed was awesome.
And one of the guitar players. They were really cool and laid back. We were nervous because we were singing with them. They have done that a billion times with radio DJs, but they whether they wanted to do it or not, they were pros, and they made it seem like it was effortless, and they were cool.
Yeah.
And that, to me, that's what it's about.
Right.
Andy Grammer was fantastic. Watching him hang out with the sick kids at the Stars Ball quite a few years back now was one of the most meaningful moments I've ever had with a celebrity, because he was so genuinely happy to be mixing and mingling with these kids that were fighting all kinds of illnesses. And he could have done his set and jetted because he was finished. We told him, we got your car, we can take you wherever. He goes, no, I want to stay. I want to hang out. And he just hung out the whole rest of the night and was like talking to the kids, asking them about themselves, taking pictures, meeting their parents. Like, he did not have to do that, and that was a beautiful celebrity encounter.
Yeah. And a lot of times they set the tone, the celebrity.
Because you're right, though. I mean, I don't think we ever loved doing comedian interviews. It was always kind of an awkward thing because first of all, if a comedian comes in and they start doing their act, that's uncomfortable for the radio people because you don't know, you're trying to have a conversation with them. And then if a person comes in there and they want to talk and the radio people are doing their act, then they're kind of put off. So it's kind of a weird situation to be put in. Bob Saget was cool.
Bob Saget was super cool. Jason Mraz, way back in the day, I went down to the Jackie Gleason Theater in South Beach and was lucky enough to be in an intimate meet and greet. But he spaced everybody out. It was like a big room. And so everybody was kind of like in their own little pod area. And he went from pod to pod. When he got to my pod, I was there with my stupid ex-husband, so it kind of was like contentious. Jason Mraz sat down and wrote a song for Magnolia.
Wow. That's so cool.
He sat there and wrote a song for Magnolia and handed it to us.
It's a good experience.
And then me and my ex proceeded to go back into the hotel and get into an epic fight.
Fun.
Why was he like, you're trying to bang Jason Mraz?
I don't even know. I can't remember what the fight was about.
Okay.
Well, that was kind of, I don't know. I guess it was a good
I was uplifted
story,
for a lot of it.
But then it got real fucking sad.
And yeah, like a lot of her stories, you ended kind of depressed.
Got left down Depression Boulevard.
I'm keeping it real.
You are real depressing.
But Jason Mraz was amazing.
I love how she's telling like this great story about Jason. My fucking ex-husband is there. We got in an epic fight, Kevin.
Yeah.
Epic.
Cool.
All right. Love Jason Mraz's music. Now every time I hear Jason Mraz, I think about my fucking ex-husband.
I don't know if you know how Spotify has scannable codes that will link right directly to a particular song. It's kind of a cool concept. So if you wanted to hear a song like the new Billy Joel song that we listened to today, it would have its own code. And you could scan it, and then it would pull right up and play on Spotify on your phone.
That's what everything seems to be doing, I feel like.
Yeah. It's kind of a cool concept, right?
Yeah, I think that's how people are paying for shit now. Anytime I go to any of these toy shows or you pay through your phones fuck each other and then they pay you pay them.
So do you like this concept? If you think about the scannable code for a particular song, think of one song that has such deep meaning for you and it has a scannable code. Would you get that tattooed on your body? So that if you wanted someone to hear the song that has the most meaning in your life, they could scan wherever your tattoo is on your body and play it on their phone.
I mean, it's not something that originally would come to my head, and I'm not like all ginned up about it. But if you talked me into it and said, "Yeah, Bird, get Summer Highland Falls, your favorite Billy Joel song," you could.
And if you were telling somebody about it, be like, you know what? Here, you don't have to even look for it. You scan my arm. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that's a great tat.
That's a cool idea.
That's super cool.
For a peacocker.
Oh, my panda has all kind of tats, including ones for Depeche Mode. He would totally get the barcode.
Before everybody runs out and does this weekend, apparently there are a few drawbacks. For one, apparently the codes may not work after the ink and skin have aged. And there's also the possibility that Spotify shifts away from supporting the codes at some point.
I hate the idea. I'm not doing it.
Okay, all right. Well, good idea, bad idea. Okay.
I think there's better out there. You sold me, and then you lost me.
It's a cool bar trick if you've got that on your arm and you go up to people and you're just like, trying to think of a unique way to rap to a girl.
I can see the right kind of person with the right kind of shtick. It working. I don't think it's for everybody.
Okay.
I go it's more of the nope for most people.
Right.
But you could talk me into doing some dumb shit like that.
Okay.
Just 2 whiskeys and he's in.
2? Just tell me you got whiskey on the way. I'm like, all right, Kevin, let's go to the fucking cat place. All Kevin would have to say is, Bird, I'm doing it. I'm getting inked up. And I'm like, all right,
You're
motherfucker.
in.
I would drop whatever I'm doing, including a family funeral.
Including if he's holding Denny's baby.
I mean, I'm saying it would be if you go, Bird, I want to get inked and let's do it together. I would buy it first of all and we'd fucking rock it.
We'd do it.
And then we would get hammered like old time sailors.
Wow. Okay, yeah, just come rolling in there.
Yeah.
Like
just,
pirates.
Just fucking just swearing.
Yeah.
We'll smoke a pack of cigarettes too. We both hate cigarettes.
What the hell? Do we have to smoke?
Like, Bird, please, I don't want to
Come on, no. It sounded great up until that.
My daughter Caitlin is in the chat. She said, that'd make a good neck tat.
Uh-oh.
Good Lord.
All right, now I've done it.
Just giving her an idea.
Now I've done it. Good job, Dad.
I think she could pull it off.
Yeah, good job, Dad. All right, well, y'all have an amazing weekend. Go and vote for the KVJ draft for the best cartoon characters right now on Instagram and Facebook. We got the results 7:35 Monday morning. We'll see you back here then.